My name is Victoria Fiore, and I've handpicked some of the best and brightest disruptors, changing the way we travel, eat, and live our lives on a daily basis. We're in London, a city where we love our coffee, food, and drink. Yet, as habits evolve, tastes refine, and lives get busier, startups are becoming a driving force behind change, providing innovative ways of making our lives easier and tastier. For those coffee lovers out there, quality is key. But just how fresh is your coffee? Pact has a solution.
Stephen Rappaport. I'm the founder and CEO of packcoffee.com, and we're an online service that stops you from running out of coffee that you love. Coffee is as beautiful as flavour can possibly get. Everyone would say, oh, I love coffee, I love my coffee. And it's my coffee. It moves you in quite an emotional and irrational way, and certainly for me, makes me feel great too. When I first realised this is what I had to do, my wife, she said, do the thing you love and you'll just do it better and you'll like it more. There's a really special feeling standing carefully sort of dialing in a grinder and grinding beans and it's like pulling a perfect shot and texturing milk. Like it's a really wonderful moment to share. I'd be so sad without it. Like I wouldn't leave the house feeling anywhere near as good. At the time there was no good coffee near me. I was losing like half my Saturday to go and buy a bag of coffee. And the problem with the coffee industry is not coffee snobs running out of coffee, but rather the mass market being tricked into drinking something produced under unpleasant conditions. 100 million people are employed in green coffee production around the world, and a lot of them are beneath the poverty line, and the price paid for that coffee isn't linked to the quality of the coffee produced. I think the fact that the fair trade movement happened is a really positive thing. It's a great thing that it happened, but it's potentially very damaging to consider it a gold standard of ethical sourcing. I don't like the idea that consumers or companies or brands like Pact, we could choose to be fair trade certified and just go, right, we don't need to do anything else anymore. Like we're good and we can tell our customers we're good and they can buy our coffee knowing that they've done good. But actually if you dig into it, I don't think that an enormous amount of good is done at origin anymore through fair trade practices. And I think a much more economically, environmentally and commercially sustainable model for business is direct trade. The price that we pay is determined by the quality of the coffee that growers produce, and we'll work very closely with growers to increase the quality of the coffee that they're producing. We've got this incredible product like specialty grade direct traded coffee, fresh roasted, drunk within a week of roasting, just stripping away all of the mystery and all of the pretentiousness and all of the confusing flavour descriptions and things that might put people off. There's a mega trend going through coffee, which is that people are seeking to upgrade. All coffee bought in supermarkets is stale, and it's a difference you can taste. You need to drink coffee within 5 weeks of roasting, otherwise it's stale. Someone who wants to upgrade their coffees will come to the Pact site. You'll tell us how you brew your coffee. That will help us to decide the best coffee to send you. We then ask you how many cups you make in a week. That should inform how often you need a bag. A business our size, in an industry where we're ultimately taking on Tesco's as a retailer and Nestle as a brand owner, like the only thing that we have is agility and the ability to make decisions quickly and learn quickly. Our first 1,000, maybe 1,500 customers, I met them myself in person to say thank you because I wanted to better understand them so that I could build better things for them. We don't meet every new customer face to face now, but we'll have a phone call with everyone. Willingness to question whether what we're doing today, whether it's the right thing to be doing tomorrow. I think that's probably led to us growing to this stage so quickly. Our Nespresso pods launched last week. They've outperformed all of our projections. At the moment we have theories about what the next big thing should be, and we're constantly validating and reassessing those. And what makes me most excited in the future is just the shape of the coffee industry, just how outdated it is, how poorly it serves customers' needs, and just the sheer scale of the opportunity that is present to a business like Pact.
Some of us will always want to cook. For those chefs out there, Gusto is set to transform our home cooking experience.
I'm Timo, I'm the founder of Gusto. Choose whatever you like to eat and we send you exact ingredients. We make it a lot easier, better and more natural for you to cook recipes every week. 4 or 5 years ago I worked very long hours. I really wanted to cook but didn't have the time to look up recipes. And whenever I did find the time, I would buy amazing quality ingredients but then waste a lot. It's not just costly, but it's also unethical. I looked at kind of starting an offline retail store and then saw kind of how the internet is taking off in the food space. We have been growing at 500% last year. We're now serving millions and millions of meals across all of the UK. The fact is that 1% of population is buying ready meals and takeaway. But 75% of people are cooking every single day, so it's a massive, massive market opportunity. The food industry is undergoing a massive, massive shift. You have seen this shift happen in fashion, in electronics, and books, where 30 to 50% of all transactions are now online. Food is a little bit slower, given the supply chain challenges. Tesco have to go to Kraft. Kraft then goes to a food processor, but you've got 5 or 6 people who all make a margin out of your salary. Our meals cost £350, all ingredients, organic produce, fresh from the farm. There's no waste, so supermarkets are wasting 20% of food. You as a customer, sadly, waste 20% of food, where people are starving in this world, so there's a massive ethical component as well. Well, why not go straight to the farmer, buy exactly what we need and offer people better pricing on per meal basis and deliver it for free. And choosing whatever you like with one click and then getting everything delivered, excluding waste, saves you tremendous time. Whereas in certain areas of the country, there's a massive, massive convenience factor and a discovery factor, because you wouldn't possibly be able to find tahini paste in the exact portion size. You have a massive kind of data advantage in understanding of what people really want. Trends like Chipotle burgers, Korean barbecue taking off way before it hits the restaurants, because we have the data in real time and we see people searching for it. Established businesses in the food space are not picking this up. This is a fantastic time to start your own business. London is fantastic. You have a huge pool of diversity and you have tremendous funding opportunity. Tech is taking off. Processing power is getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year, whilst cost is coming down thanks to cloud computing. And specifically in the food industry, you have supermarkets who have been doing bad things for 100 years, and no one has kind of built successful businesses in their space. We raised money from all kinds of people, including Andy Peters, the TV presenter, to city employees working in different funds and banks. 4 VC funds who have been fantastic partners, and we raised money from Unilever Ventures. So it has been difficult to raise money. The whole thrill of working here is the constant belief that we're changing the world for better, getting rid of food waste, making the supply chain organic, really standing behind quality and farmers and pushing the boundaries, and that's the whole excitement and where my passion comes from.
There's plenty more space to disrupt and many more innovations to be had to improve our lifestyles. But for now, here's to real coffee, healthier takeaways, and ethical, tastier home cooking.